Hello friends, today I had the conversation with Megha ma'am. We enjoyed a lot and the topic was that I would be invisible for a day or I would fly for a day.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning. Your name is Arundhati, right? Am I pronouncing it
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Arundhati.
Great. Hi, Arundhati. So good to see you. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm doing well as well. So, I assume that you are a student.
Yeah, I'm in class 7.
Oh, wow. You're incredibly young then. So,
Yeah.
what brings you to Clapingo? I'm curious to know.
I just like found it like on YouTube. I was just scrolling YouTube. I came across it, so
Okay.
I thought of
Mhm.
giving it a try.
Mhm. Okay. So, how are your sessions going on? Are you having a good time? Are you learning?
Yeah, they're amazing.
Wow. Okay. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay. And where are you from, Arundhati?
I'm from Chhattisgarh. It's in the central part of India.
Okay. Yes, yes. So I have a friend who is from Bhilai. I think that is in Chhattisgarh, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, I live in Bhilai too.
Okay, that's cool. Like she's a colleague of mine. Okay, that's amazing. Quite
Oh.
a coincidence. Yeah. Fine. So, what are your plans for the weekend? Like on Saturday and Sunday, what are you up to?
And my exams are coming near, so only studies, nothing else.
Okay, I think that's the best way to be now if you have your exams. I think
Yeah,
only studying is the best option.
yeah.
Yeah. And who do you live with?
My parents, my mother and my father, and my grandmother also lives like in Bhilai only. So I sometimes live with her. Like my parents go to office, so I mostly live with her.
Mhm. That's, I think that's one of the best things in your childhood, okay? The time that you spend with your grandparents, I will tell you to, cherish it because these
Yeah,
memories will stay with you for a long time, trust me.
you're right.
And and does she pamper you a lot more than your parents?
Yeah, she's like whenever my
Mhm.
parents are like scolding me for like I forgot to like do something. So my grandmother is always there to protect me from my parents. She just like calms down my parents and say that
Yeah,
it's okay. And she
yeah,
like makes me delicious foods. Like
yum.
have you heard about nimki? Uh,
Nimki, is it a savory dish? It's like it's
yeah,
savory,
it
right?
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She always like makes them for me. She even makes like samosas like at home. She's
Wow.
amazing. But whenever I'm with my parents, they just like make Maggie for me or like
Mhm.
a cup of tea and done.
Okay, so when we are with our grandparents, there's no such thing called as a discipline, right? We are free to do whatever we want to do,
Yeah,
and they are going to shield us. That's for sure.
yeah.
Okay, that's sweet. I'm so happy to hear that because for most part of my childhood, I also grew up with my grandparents. Okay, both sets
Oh,
of my grandparents, and I had such a great time. Okay, so if ever I got into trouble with my parents, all I had to do was, call them.
that's
And they would
true.
come. Yeah, that's amazing. I'm glad to know that. And are you a mischievous kid? Are you on the naughtier end, or are you the more obedient and compliant kind of a
Um,
person?
I'm like somewhere in the middle. Sometimes
Mhm.
I'm really very naughty. I just don't
Okay.
listen to my parents. I always argue
Okay.
with them. But sometimes I'm like really obedient child who is just
Mhm.
following what my parents are saying and yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what are those times when you comply with everything that they tell you? What are those times when you're obedient?
When when my exams are coming near because my
Uh,
mother teaches me like a little bit of social science and Hindi. She like teaches me those, so I have to
okay.
like be very obedient for her to
Mhm.
like teach me because so she scolds me a lot when I'm like not obedient. Yeah, so that's why I
Okay.
have to be obedient. That's a compulsion.
Yes, yes, I think that's like a mandate, especially if you're learning from your parents. then
Yeah.
you have no other option.
Yeah, but my father always like saves me whenever my mother is scolding me or something. He's really great. My father and my grandmother, they always saved me from my mother.
So they always have your back every time you get into
Yeah,
trouble with your mom. So they rescue you.
yeah.
Okay, that's very sweet. Okay. So if you were given a choice to become invisible for a day or to fly for a day, okay, you are able to fly to any place that you want. Okay. So if
Yeah.
given a choice between these two things, which one would you choose?
I would be invisible for a day.
I'm sorry, I lost that. Can you repeat it one more time?
I would like to be invisible for a day.
Invisible. Okay, fine. And what would be the first thing that you'll do if you are invisible?
First thing, that's a really
Mhm,
interesting question.
mhm.
I would like visit to places like sweet shops and buy food, like steal foods, and go to some other shops and steal
Okay.
things. And I would go, I would go to amusement parks and like
Mhm,
enjoy the rides without the tickets. I love amusement parks and those rides.
mhm.
And I would also go like on an aeroplane without ticket and visit the whole world if
Okay.
possible in a day.
Mhm, mhm.
And I would also move things around and prank all my friends and family who would be in confusion that where did the things go. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So amazing. I love your honesty because you came up with such spontaneous idea and all of them were amazing. I am with you on this, okay? The airplane part where you don't have to pay for the
Yeah.
ticket and fly to any part of the world. I think I'm with you on that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's quite cool. And you said you love visiting amusement parks, right? So,
Yeah.
when was the last time you visited one?
I think in 2019, before the coronavirus pandemic,
Okay, okay. And
I
where was
went
this?
to yeah, I went to Kolkata. It's a
Okay.
place called Nico Park. Have you heard about it?
No, unfortunately not. I think this is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Okay, Nico Park is like an amusement park. It has like really very amazing rides, and it also has like a water park in it. So yeah, it's
Okay.
amazing. We went
Wow.
at that time. It was summer. We went in
Mhm,
April, I think. But at
mhm.
that time, the water park was being constructed a little bit, like renovation.
Under
So
renovation.
sadly, I couldn't enjoy the water slides.
Okay. So are you planning to visit there anytime soon? Not now, obviously, because of the
No.
situation that we are in. But once this pandemic situation is under control, so do you plan to go visit the same amusement park again just to enjoy the water rides?
I always tell my parents that I want to
Mhm,
go there and enjoy the water slides,
mhm.
but they always tell me that we have went there, we have gone to the rides. Why to go there again? We can visit other places.
Okay. So your parents want a little bit of variety.
Yeah, you can say. My parents are also like not much fond of traveling. I'm the only one who loves traveling.
Okay, okay. So great. That's so good to know. What are your favorite rides?
Favorite, I guess the roller coaster. I
Okay.
haven't sat on it yet, but
Mhm.
I love seeing it and I love it just by seeing it.
Okay. Just the excitement that people have on their faces when they're
Yeah,
on the ride, you enjoy that, watching them.
yeah.
Okay.
And
And
I also love the Ferris wheel.
the Ferris wheel. Oh wow. That's like that's like the
Yeah,
crowd favorite, right? When it comes to kids, everyone loves the
yeah,
Ferris wheel. Yeah.
yeah. It's a
Okay.
little bit scary when it like comes down, but it's amazing.
Yeah, you feel a little bit nauseous once it
Yeah,
completes 2 rounds, right? You feel a little bit of nausea. Yeah, that happens.
you feel like you're about to fly, like you're just
Yes.
gonna fly away from the car
Mhm,
and just fall.
mhm. Yes. That happens. That sense does that does happen. Yeah. The last time I went to an amusement park was very long ago. I don't even remember. Maybe when I was in school. I guess 2009 or something.
Oh,
That was quite a long time ago. But now
yeah.
that I've spoken to you, I think I need to visit one very soon.
You should visit one. It's amazing and refreshing, I'd say.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you on this. And
Yeah.
is there any ride that you are petrified of that you will never ever try?
Any ride that I'm petrified of.
Yes.
There's one ride I saw it. It's called a Sky Rider, I think. It just
Okay.
goes like up and down, and I get scared of it. I like one time I just read somewhere or like saw a video of it. I don't remember, but I read
Okay.
that a person like fell off because the safety belt just opened and that person died. So I'm scared of that thing. Although my parents have sat on that like once.
Okay.
At that time, my height was not like the required amount, so I couldn't.
Okay.
But it looked amazing, but it is scary as well.
Yeah, I think more than the ride, the incident that you just recounted, the
Yeah,
fact that a person just fell off it, that was scary. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
And there's one more ride. I'm not sure if it's there. It's called the 360 degrees. Like you
Oh,
sit
yeah, that one. Yeah.
360 degrees. Have you seen that?
I've seen that in movies and like pictures. I've not like seen it in real life.
Okay, okay. So I am currently based in Mysore, okay? So I have come home for the festivals. So here Dasra is like a big event, okay? Like how
Oh,
Ganesh Chaturthi is in Maharashtra. So during
yeah,
Dasra there are there's a big exhibition that opens up, and they
yeah.
have all these rides and the 360 degree. People make a beeline for it, okay? And I just
Oh,
don't understand why. Because just the sight of it, it makes me feel so dizzy. But I see people having a great time. I wonder how
yeah.
they do it.
I have also read like an incident about that ride that a person fell off it while catching his hat. His hat was
Oh,
falling off. He tried to
uh-huh.
grab it in the air,
Okay.
but the belt opened and that person died sadly.
OMG, that's such a sad thing, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Crazy things happen around the world. My God.
yeah,
Okay. So coming to the part where you're invisible. Okay. So
yeah.
you mentioned that you would love to get on an airplane and fly off to any part of the world. Which plane would you board first? Which destination you want to reach?
I would love to reach South Korea.
South Korea. Okay. Is it because of the K-pop?
Yeah, you can say a little bit because of that, but I love their culture, the food, the dressing sense, and all the culture, the humbooks, and
Yes.
yeah, that's really great. And to be honest, there's one more reason. It's a little
Okay.
childish, but
No
yeah,
problem. You
there's
are a kid yourself. I don't think
yeah,
you can say the word childish. You are a kid.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have started learning a little bit of Korean. So, yeah, I've learned like 25 to 40%, I would say, percent of Korean.
Mhm.
So I want to go there and talk to people in Korean.
Wow, that's amazing. So, if you have to say how are you in Korean, how would you say that?
좀 받겠습니다.
Wow, my mind is blown. So impressive. So, are you a language enthusiast?
Yeah, I am very
Mhm.
much of. I've
Okay, okay.
learned Spanish,
Mhm.
Korean. I'm learning. I'm halfway through it, and I've learned Bengali. I
Okay.
know I know a little bit of other languages as well, but
Mhm.
I'm not like very much fluent in other languages.
No problem. I think you have a lot of time. I'm pretty sure in a couple of years, I think not more than 3, 4, you're going to be proficient in each one of these. Okay. My
Yeah.
best wishes to you on that. Okay. And you, it's so good to meet people, okay, who are enthusiastic about these things. How do you manage to learn the vocabulary and the grammar part of it? How do you manage to, strike the right balance between them?
So first, like I use an app called Duolingo. Have you heard
Yes.
about it? Yeah, I
Yes.
use that for learning, and I even watch some YouTube video and tutorials for
Okay.
them. Yeah, when I like watch someone talking in Korean, I just try to grab like what they're trying to say, how
Okay.
they say. Like in Hindi, we just don't talk properly. Like there are some like misplacements of word while we talk
Yes.
in flow. So
Yes.
I try to like understand that how are they
Mhm.
doing it, what do they
Mhm.
mean. I try to just
Okay.
understand what they're saying. Yeah, that's how I learn.
Okay. So a major part of your learning is by listening, right? You listen to
Yeah,
them very intently.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's nice. Fine. And is there any other language that you're eyeing that you want to learn once you're done with Korean and
I would love to
Spanish?
learn Chinese.
Chinese. Okay.
That's a really difficult language.
Yes, it is. I've heard that they have a lot of letters in their alphabet, right?
Yeah,
100.
yeah, there are like 200 something.
Wow. If you manage to do that, then respect. To be honest, that would be quite an achievement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I must say, Arundhati, your grammar is on point. Your vocabulary for a student who is in class 7, you're brilliant. Okay. So I
Thank
don't
you.
believe in pointing, small things just for the sake of it. Okay. And the most impressive thing about your language is your fluency. Okay. Is your
Oh,
fluency, and yeah, that's great. And even your accent is very good. You have a very
thank
smooth
you.
accent. It's like a good combination of Indian and I believe it's British. Are you trying to learn the British accent?
Yeah, I'm trying to learn American, but when I speak, the British accent comes out on its own.
Okay, so I think it's a good mix. It's great. It was such a
Yeah,
pleasant time for me while talking to you. Okay, yeah, and great. So you said you have your exams coming up, right?
yeah,
Um, and you got your dates. The timetable is out.
yeah. It's starting from 15.
I'm sure you're gonna ace your exams. Okay,
Thank you.
it was lovely talking to you, and have a great weekend.
Thank you. Same to you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.